game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Jaden Daniels, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Up the middle, it's Williams. They juked him. And now running right through him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Thomas, the man in motion left. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the shotgun, Lawrence on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Foyesade Aluakon made the tackle there from his safety position. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 28. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. They'll look to throw here. Forced out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now 2nd and 5. ETN up the middle. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Here's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They go play action here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And to throw again is Lawrence. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll try the left side with ETN. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8. Hey, alert! Bring it! Bronco switch.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.